it's Annelia. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Hi, hello, how you doing? In case you didn't know, I have PCOS. I mean, you should know because I told you in the title, but I have PCOS. I found out a few months ago, and ever since then, I've been trying to get myself together, okay? Now, when I put up my first ever PCOS video, I told you guys I started this new birth control and I was gonna change my lifestyle, all type of things. So here is a little mini update. I think I got diagnosed in June. Yes, I did. I got diagnosed June 6th, and it is now September. So it's been a few months, and I want to show you guys some changes that I've noticed in my body. I want to share with you my experience with the birth control pills. I want to share with you my experience with weight gain, weight loss, exercise, eating, all that stuff. Okay, so if you're interested, stay tuned. I think we should start with the birth control pills. In my PCOS video, I don't want to tell you guys too much because I feel like if you haven't watched the video, you should go watch the video. I'll just say, when I first got put on these Lorena birth control pills, they were supposed to be the generic version for the Yaz birth control pills. So this is what it looks like. When I first got put on these pills, it was terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This thing had me like throwing up my guts, okay? When I tell y'all, I was nauseous like 24/7, and like I would drink ginger tea and sometimes that would help, but on days when it was really bad and nothing could help me. Like one time I threw up basically all day. I was so dehydrated. It was bad. It was so bad. Everybody has like a different experience with birth control pills and with different kinds, but this right here, it was not the best for me in the beginning. And the thing is, they say that nauseous, sick to your stomach feeling can last for 3 months. Luckily, mine lasted for about a month and a half. So after that month and a half, I no longer had any nausea. Up to this point, I don't have any more nausea. I don't have any more throwing up. And also with this birth control pill, the nausea and all that stuff, like it kept me up at night. So like I was malfunctioning through the day. And especially because I was working at the same time too. And I had classes too. This was during the summer. So like I would be up all day, all night, just feeling nauseous, feeling sick, throwing up my guts, and then like I'd have to wake up the next day to get schoolwork done or to work or something, and I would just be malfunctioning because I wasn't getting any sleep at night. So I was just it was a lot. It was a whole lot. Now that I've gotten over that beginning stage, which can happen to anybody with any type of birth control pill, so I'm not attacking this brand. This is just my personal experience with this brand. Yeah, that's Lorena. I still don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the generic for Yaz birth control, and Yaz is what my doctor originally prescribed to me. The birth control has helped a lot with like seeing a period. Now I do follow a Jamaican doctor on Instagram, and she was like, oh, birth control don't give you a real period. That's not a real period that birth control gives you. I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm just happy to see blood for 7 days every month, because I wasn't seeing nothing for a few months, and that was scary. So, I mean, I can always work on trying to substitute birth control with some type of other something, but as of right now, that's gonna have to do. Not everybody is big on birth control. That's okay. I'm not big on birth control. I'm not big on pills on the whole. My doctor first told me that it has ingredients in it that helps with the symptoms of PCOS. I don't know how true that is. I'm taking it, but I don't know. I mean, the most I can say for sure it has helped me done is see a period again. Thank you, Jesus. Because, imagine taking birth control pills and your period still don't come. Girl, I would cry. But it helps me to see a period. Thank you. Because, you know, those months that I did not see a period, I thought I was like, I was scared out of my mind, to be honest. I didn't know it could have been anything. Pregnancy. Listen, Kevin, no. I'm just happy that I now see a period, okay? So if it's one thing that I know for a fact that those pills do, it gives me a period. Okay, so we talked about birth control pills, right? I want to talk about another set of pills. So I went to my doctor because I've been doing my research. I do my little research, right? And I see a lot of people talking about, I feel like I'm going to call this name wrong. What is this thing called? Every word just slipped in my mind today. I might be saying it wrong, but I joined a lot of PCOS groups on social media, and so I read it. I don't hear anybody pronounce it, so I might be pronouncing it wrong. But inositol, I'm gonna put the name on the screen. Inositol is a medication I hear a lot of people who have PCOS talk about. And before I start talking too much about the inositol, I told you guys in the last PCOS video that I wanted to talk to my doctor about starting metformin. Metformin is a medication for diabetics, but a lot of women who have PCOS are prescribed it because of the insulin resistance that goes on in our body. But you have to have your blood drawn, I think, or some test done, something for your doctor to determine if you're eligible or not to take metformin. My doctor, when I talked to her about it, she was like, I try not to like run to put my patients on metformin because a lot of people body can't handle it. And when I was reading like stuff on PCOS in like groups and stuff, people were saying like, oh, it gives you the diarrhea, it gives you the shittings, it gives you the diarrhea, or it make it where like when you have to go, you have to go. And listen, one like me, I have classes. I don't need any surprises. That's number one. Number two, I don't use public bathrooms, so I'm not going to be in a public bathroom doing that. If I can stay away from metformin, I'm going to do it. I cannot afford it because I don't want to have to schedule around, oh, I might have to use the bathroom. So I'm happy that she was like, I try to help my patients find other ways to handle this without going on metformin. So I'm glad that she said that. I was just curious about it because I heard a lot of people talking about it. That's the end of that. She said in 6 months, if I lose no weight or I don't lose enough weight to be healthy, then she's gonna test me to see if I'm eligible to go on metformin. I'm trying to avoid that. Now that I've heard people's shitty stories about metformin, I don't think I want it. Now, if I have to, of course, I'm gonna go on it, all jokes aside. As of right now, it's not an option right now. So I'm gonna work on the insulin resistance some other way. Now, back to what I was saying about the inositol. I heard a lot of people talking about inositol. They say it helps managing PCOS symptoms, and some people say it also helps with fertility. My doctor didn't even mention inositol to me. At first she was like, huh? And then she's like, oh, inositol. But she recommended something else. The acronyms is DIM. I cannot pronounce the whole word, so I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys. But yeah, basically, she didn't recommend inositol. Inositol is something that a lot of people in these PCOS support groups mentioned that their doctors put them on. But my doctor prescribed DIM. DIM is supposedly just something that's supposed to help balance hormones. I haven't started that. I haven't purchased it. I'm not a pill person, y'all. I mean, there are people who can do this naturally. I just don't think I'm in a point in my life where I can dedicate so much time to research about what I can do naturally. Right now, I do need to just take the pills. That's what's gonna work for me right now, is pills. And then I can work on doing things naturally later on. So I was asking about the inositol. That's when she was like, yeah, you could use inositol. And she also said inositol would help with fertility. I'm not trying to get pregnant right now, but I of course want children. I want 10 babies. But right now that's not my goal. So I don't know if I should take the DIM or if to take the inositol. I don't know if she was telling me that I can do both. There was some point in there where I kind of zoned out. And then after I left, I was like, wait a minute. Did she say to take both or just to take one or the other? And I didn't call back because I'm not in a rush to go on more medication. I probably should start going on those medications because I do need to get my symptoms under control. I feel like I'm doing a good job with exercising and eating, but sometimes it takes more than just that. If it only took exercising and eating and drinking more water, many women would not have PCOS or these other hormonal conditions. So I do think medication is necessary for me in helping get rid of like certain symptoms. I need to decide which medication I'm going to take. I just want to point out that DIM is something that I don't hear a lot of PCOS people in those support groups talk about. So I did want to mention DIM on my channel. So if you're interested, you should ask your doctor about it. It's supposed to be from a lot of green veggies. They say that it kind of affects birth control pills. The pharmacist, when I called and asked, said it only affects the whole preventing you from getting pregnant part. It doesn't affect the other part that helps you have a period. So there's that. That is something to talk to your doctor about if you want to try something other than inositol, or if you're curious about the DIM. Let's move on to weight. I also said in my last video, I started packing on the pounds out of nowhere. I have always been really tiny, really petite, and then one day I just started bloating up. For y'all who don't know, I'm 4'8", so I'm very short. One like me, I can't carry a lot of weight because, I mean, come on now. And I'm not even talking about physically how it looks. I'm talking about health wise. It's just not healthy. A lot of people don't believe in the whole BMI thing, but if I'm being honest, like ever since I started putting on weight, I have more health issues. So I mean, I kind of believe in staying a certain weight at a certain height. What I weigh now isn't even that much, but I'm assuming for somebody of my height it is too much, and that's why I'm experiencing a lot more health problems now. I can't really carry too much weight because I don't have much of me to carry it. Little people problems. Little people problems. I'll just put that right there. People say it's way harder for people with PCOS to lose weight. That is true, and I'm learning that. Like the amount of things that I've been doing, if I was somebody without this condition, I probably would have already lost like 50 pounds. Okay, maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I would have lost a lot more weight than I have. I've only lost a few pounds, but then again, it's only been a few months. So I'm trying to be patient. I'm not the most patient person in the world, but I'm trying. That's the only thing I can do. Being mad and stressing about it, it's not gonna make me lose the weight any quick. I mean, I heard stress does cause you to lose weight. I'm playing, maybe. I'm playing for real. I don't want to be stressed. I'm not going to stress about it. Exercising has become therapeutic to me. I need some water. Whew. What was I saying? Oh yes, weight. So what I do is I either walk for 30 minutes, like very brisk walking for 30 minutes. I may do it like on the track field that I have here, or I may do some sort of like cardio workout at my house. I don't go to the gym because I just know. No, just no. I don't go. I like to exercise in the comfort of my home. I like to exercise when it's just me. I don't want to hear the man groaning in the back while he's like lifting weights. I don't want to see the girl flipping her hair and trying to show off her booty on the treadmill. No, I'm by myself in the comfort of my home. I can do it looking like a hobo. Like I'm quite comfortable in my home. And so I do, what's the woman name? Lucy Wyndham. Lucy, I'm gonna put her Instagram page or whatever on the screen. Not Instagram, YouTube. I do her workouts and I find like different cardio workouts that I can do. So cardio, I switch it up a lot with. When it comes to Lucy Wyndham, I do her different challenges. Mainly her 7-day ab challenge or ab workout. Y'all, if y'all hear my tummy, I'm hungry. I have not eaten yet for the day. I hungry. Ooh, I hungry. When I finish this video, I'm gonna eat something. When it comes to Lucy Wyndham Reed, I wear, it's not a waist trainer, is it? I wear this thing when I work out. It makes me sweat a lot around that area. Like you put it around your waist. Never mind, I'm not gonna put that on. You sweat a lot while you're working out when you're wearing that. I mean, you sweat a lot naturally when you're working out, or at least you're supposed to. I think I'd call a sweat back. What? Listen, the word is in my mind and it's right to the tip of my tongue. Right to the tip of my tongue. It won't come out. But yeah, that thing I wear when I'm exercising. Sometimes I forget. Most of the times I forget, but I do wear it. So I would like to think that that helps. I also started lifting weights. I don't do it often. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that or not, but I'm just playing around trying to find like the regimen that I'm gonna stick to for a few months or until my body gets used. Whatever I'm doing, it's working because I am losing weight. When I go on the scale, it's going down, and that's the most that I can ask for. I'm happy, I'm blessed. Thank you very much. I try to exercise at least 5 days out of the week. Let me tell y'all something. The weekend is when I eat dirty. The weekend is when I don't exercise. The weekend is when I sleep in. The weekend is when you better not bother me because I'm not doing it. The weekend is me time. I work hard during the week so I don't have to do anything on the weekend, okay? So when it comes to exercising, eating right, doing all these other things that I do, that I focus so hard during the week to do, I'm not doing it on the weekend. So when it comes to exercising, Saturday, Sunday, you ain't gonna catch me doing no exercises, I tell you that. But at least 5 days out of the week, Okay, moving on to diet. I think the other video is coming out before this one, so I think it's safe to say I did do a video on a 7-day meal plan that I did. That is what I used to jumpstart my weight loss journey. I'm not going to go in depth and say what I did in that because there's a video on it. Either it's up already or you're just going to have to wait to see it if it goes up after this video. I went back to the doctor for like a little follow-up or whatever, and my doctor said keto is the best diet for people with PCOS. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a keto diet. Let me tell you how stupid I was. I thought that I was just gonna cold turkey stop doing what I was doing and start a keto diet. Let me tell y'all something. It's unrealistic to think that way. It is so unrealistic. My doctor said this. She was like, you know, keto is very strict. If I remember what she said correctly, she said that people on a keto diet try not to eat more than 20 grams of net carbs. If I'm wrong, don't come for me, okay? Do your own research. But yeah, the amount of carbs that they eat a day is very, very low. So she's like, maybe start off with a higher amount of carbs that you're gonna eat a day, and then work your way down to eating lower amounts. Me thinking I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, I'm like, please, I'm gonna do what the other keto people do. And then I tried and I failed. So what I did was, on the weekends, like I said, I do eat dirty, but during the week I try to eat clean. And if I don't eat clean, and listen, just because I say that I do this, it does not mean that you should do it. You should definitely talk to your doctor, a professional, about like making a meal plan or like a schedule, like how you're gonna eat. And I say this because on days that I do eat bad, like on days when I do decide, hey, I'm gonna go and eat fast food, and I'm not talking about on weekends, I'm talking about during the weekdays when I'm supposed to be eating more clean. If I decide that I'm gonna break the rules and I'm gonna eat really bad, then I just have that one meal. The thing with me is I started intermittent fasting. It's not really strict fasting, like, how do I put it? I still narrow down the hours which I eat, but I just, you know, like how some people are like, oh, if you're doing this particular fast and you need to only eat between these 8 hours. Like, no, for me, I'm probably gonna have my first meal at 10:30 or 12, and then I just won't eat anymore after like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, the latest. Some people are like, no, you need to be more strict with your fasting. For right now, that amount of time works for me. I like breakfast, but I'm not a person who eats breakfast much because I don't like to wake up early. And when I do wake up early, say for class or something, I'm not thinking, let me go in the kitchen and make something to eat. I don't really like eating in the morning. It just makes me feel weird. It makes my tummy hurt. I don't like it. It's a no for me. Anywhere between 10:30 to 12 is usually when I have my first meal of the day. So I eat anywhere from then up until 5, maybe 6 p.m. and then that's it. No more for the night. If I get hungry, drink some water and call it a day. That's another thing. Drink a lot of water. I have started drinking so much more water than I used to, and it's been helping. I think I feel like it's been helping. Going back to the keto thing, so I failed the first time thinking I could just dive right in. It doesn't work like that. So now, like I said, I do the intermittent fasting. I feel like I pronounce that word wrong every time. If I am, don't come for me, okay? But yeah, I do the intermittent fasting. I try to eat clean. So like I eat salad. I'm gonna eat some type of green. I can't eat fruits anymore because apparently fruits aren't really keto friendly except for maybe like berries and stuff. So there's that. I've replaced regular sugar with stevia in the raw. I'm still adjusting to how that tastes, but it isn't like terrible or anything. But yeah, I threw out all my white sugar, replaced it with stevia. I do not have any flour in my kitchen at all. I dumped the whole canister of flour out. I mean, I hated wasting. I mean, there wasn't much left in there anyway, so that made me feel a little bit better because I don't like wasting food. But I did not want to have the temptation around me. There was nobody around at the time who I could give it to, so I just dumped what was left in the trash. Speaking of temptation, I don't buy anything that's gonna tempt me to stray away. Like when I go to the grocery store, I'm talking about, I don't buy anything that may lead me to stray away from eating clean. So when I go to the store, I do not pick up any cookies or anything like that. If I do, like for instance, if I want ice cream, the one that I have in my kitchen now is Rebel. It is an acquired taste because I don't think they add as much sugar and stuff in it. It does not taste bad, but it's just for somebody who's used to having sweeter things, having something that's less sweet, like an ice cream that is less sweet. It's an adjustment, but it's still like something that can satisfy that sweet craving at the time. And then it has how much net carbs are on it. I don't eat bread as often. I still eat it sometimes, but just not as often. More often than not, I will substitute bread, even if it's whole grain bread. I will substitute that with a low carb flour tortilla. Love it. I just eat a lot of good stuff. I have stopped eating a lot of pasta, and I'm not saying I don't eat these things at all. I'm just saying during the week, I try to eat cleaner. And like I said, if I do eat dirty during the week, then I'll just have that one meal and not anything else for the rest of the day. I eat a lot more meat now. So a lot of lean ground beef, a lot of chicken breasts. I haven't had shrimp in months, to be honest, but I would probably eat more shrimp too. I've eaten some salmon, a lot of veggies. I like Caesar salads. I'll eat Caesar salad. I like a good spinach salads. I'll eat a spinach salad, stuff like that. So far, my diet is very limited because I don't know many keto recipes. So I kind of be eating the same thing over and over. And I'm not even gonna lie, it's hard because some days I'm like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of eating this. Give me something else. But for right now, those are all the keto recipes I know. I do the egg roll in a bowl, which is really good. But yeah, rice I also stopped eating. Not stopped, but limit how much I eat it. I limit how much I eat grits. And you know, Bahamians love grits. Growing up, I didn't like grits that much. As I got older, I started to fall in love with grits. That was hard to cut out. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that I need to update you guys on, or that I should update you guys on. Covered diet, exercise, birth control, medication. Am I experiencing any other symptoms? I don't know. The shedding for my hair could be because I just bleached it and that could be damage. I haven't experienced any new symptoms. I will say though, I don't know if it's the birth control pills or what, but man, I ain't had no depression and anxiety in a hot minute. Like I mean, knock on wood, that's my leg, but knock on wood, like I be happy these days. I don't know what's happening. I like it, but I'm very mellow, very calm. I definitely am doing so much better mentally. Anxiety and depression, well, not y'all, because we happy over here. I may not be a big pill person, but these pills really helping with like the mental health part, helping me to see a period, so they can't be all bad. So I actually did forget to mention a symptom. I actually forgot to mention this symptom in my very first PCOS video as well, but that's because back then it wasn't happening as often. And when I went to the doctor after I made that first PCOS video, I asked my doctor about it and she confirmed that it was because of the PCOS. But another symptom that I have been experiencing a lot more recently is the cysts on my ovaries cause a lot of sharp pelvic pain. When you have ovarian cysts and they start to give you pelvic pain, it can be because the cyst has ruptured, or maybe because the cyst is very large or it's blocking the blood supply to the ovaries. I know that the cysts on my ovaries have not ruptured because from my research and from listening to people on those PCOS groups, I know that when your cyst ruptures, you're gonna have to be hospitalized more than likely. There's gonna be a lot of blood involved. So I probably have very large cysts, and that is the reason why I am experiencing the sharp pelvic pains. When this pain occurs, like I have to stop what I'm doing. It's like a sudden sharp shooting, it's painful. I have to stop for a minute and just stay still and let it pass. It usually takes like 10 to 20 seconds to pass, and then I can, start moving again. Like the pain is so bad that I literally have to stop what I'm doing and just take a minute to let it happen and then continue on doing what I'm doing. Luckily, even though it happens a lot more than it ever used to, it still isn't happening like too often to the point where I feel like I have to get this checked out, or I feel like something's wrong, or it's not as concerning to me. I think that is all for today. If I missed anything and remember later, I can always make a part 2. And I do hope that this video helps at least somebody or some. And also, if you do have PCOS, I know that sometimes it can be frustrating. I know sometimes you can feel very defeated. I get it, sister girl. I get it. I really do. But just keep strong. I'm not there in my journey yet where I'm trying to get pregnant and stuff. If you're struggling with that because of PCOS or just struggling with that in general for whatever reason, keep your head up, sister girl. Keep your head up. Like, don't let the negative thoughts consume you. Don't let the negative thoughts discourage you. If you're a Christian, stay prayed up. Let God's will be done. If you're not Christian, just trust in whoever you believe in. Or if you don't believe in anything, just trust that good things are going to come your way. Even if it doesn't come the way you want it to, it's going to come. You know, you just have to stay positive about it. And I'm a strong believer in the tongue speaks powerful words. What you say out of your mouth, it really comes to reality. So just be careful what you're putting out there in the universe and stay positive about things. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I know. And when you feel those thoughts coming to you, like sometimes you have to go through the emotion, but give yourself a certain amount of time to go through that. And then after that amount of time, tell yourself, sister girl, it's time to get up. It's time to do whatever it is you need to do. Time to get back to life. Because life don't stop for nobody. Things happen. PCOS is a condition that affects many people in many different ways. But it is something that we just have to be patient about it. Be patient with it. Yeah, sorry, that was my little pep talk. Guys need that pep talk too sometimes. So that's my little pep talk to you. But yeah, y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.